Have we returned? Okay, it looks like my internet is back up. Looks like the stream is back up. Let's check out the preview. Well, I see the menu. That should be the good right thing that I should be able to see now. Fucking internet. What the fuck has happened these last few days? Let's quickly check my router. Wonder how many messages of missed or broken internet connection we have. Okay, this was the first time since my last night of ass. Damn. If only. I'd rather be binned by the creature once or twice rather than my fucking internet not working. You feel so hopeless, and it always happens when I try. Well, not always. We actually got one stream where I didn't have this issue, but it tends to happen when I'm busy doing something like this, where I don't want to interrupt it. Like, I was streaming the Outer Worlds for a bit, and I actually binned that, or I stopped streaming that playthrough because my internet died repeatedly during my second stream, and I just gave up on it. And instead played it by myself. And now here we are again. Can I climb this? Probably not. Mine does not seem to be the climbing type. Yeah, I can't really complain because it's been very, very solid for the most part. I don't know how many issues I've had over the last couple of years. Maybe like, I don't know, a total of 6 short outages over the course of years. That's perfectly reasonable from my experience anyway. So I'm not really upset at the internet provider or anything. And I've been able to stream before. Generally things work, my connection is decent, not unstable or anything. And like I said, especially compared to previous experiences. So I'm not really... I don't think it has anything significantly to do with the internet provider. I read that my previous outage was a area-wide outage where all providers went down for a bit, so maybe that was not their fault, because otherwise it's been, like I said, fairly functional. I'm pretty happy with this ISP. Yeah, there's been some stupid stuff happening around where I live as well in the past, with cable theft and people just vandalizing stations, whatever the fuck they're called. So I don't really want to immediately just blame the internet provider. But yeah, it's been a little bit annoying lately. Man, Slav squats. Alright. Nah, that hasn't happened before. Like I said, I mean, I streamed like... I don't know... 50 or so hours without any sort of issue in the past. In the time where I streamed the 3 Dark Souls playthroughs in a row, basically. And I didn't have a single issue with that. So I doubt it's because of that. So once again I'm back to having no clue where I'm going. Going back to the game for a change. Yeah, they like doing that. I should talk to them eventually again. It's been a while since I updated stuff. Like, renegotiated a contract or something. See if there was any upgrades available. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, before I switched I was on a very old line that had a fairly low maximum and it would break up a lot, but ever since I switched to the new line with the bigger man connection, basically, it's been pretty fine. Haven't had any issues really. Like, the occasional outage, but nothing I could really complain about. What's this on the ground? Oh, it's just grass that hasn't loaded yet. That makes sense. Thought it was some sort of mushroom. Like fungi, weird creep infection or whatever. Yeah, one of the weird things that happened the other day was that during one of the outages, my router claimed everything was fine, that the connection was stable and existent, but neither my phone nor my computer were able to connect, so it wasn't really... Like, there couldn't really have been an internal error. It must have been still outside, or outgoing, but I don't fucking know. I don't know enough about this shit really to diagnose as myself. I think one of the best ways they get away with, oh boy, providing shitty service is that it's just such a hassle to fight with them, basically. What the fuck is this? Carnivorous pitcher plant. Okay, interesting. Oops, I did the stupid again. Let's quickly apply our monster sense. No monster to be sensed yet. Alright. Aye, there's possibly ape spitting happening. Eventually, anyway. I'm not in a rush to finish this. Welcome, welcome. Local man stumbles around the forest with torch and plant in hand. Semen company? Thought you were making some sort of crude joke that went just over my head. Yeah. Thankfully it's not that bad in Germany. There's one company that in theory owns the lines, but they have pretty solid competition. They do advertise that they own the majority of the cable lines and you should switch to them because it's theirs and so on and so forth, but all ass, I say. Interesting place. Maybe I should drink that tonic at this point, because we're very far off ass. Seems like I'm not in danger of being pinned immediately. Alright, let's have a drink then. Oh, it doesn't reveal the map, it just shows me where I am. I see. That makes sense. So no time is spent filling in the map when I'm not actively doing that. Interesting. Can I tag things during this though? No, I cannot. Okay. Huh. Neat. Oh. That does sound ass. Don't see anything interesting around here, and I don't want to accidentally stumble into the water down there. Well, let's just move on then and hope we run into something interesting. That isn't my death. Although I guess that technically counts as interesting. There's some new flowers. I don't think we have those yet. Let's have an oogle. Decorative? Appears to be decorative. No, it's fine. It shows me where I am on the map. Otherwise, I don't know where I am. See, it just shows, hey, you are down here. And otherwise, I would just be bumbling around blindly. So it doesn't fill in the map for me, which is fine, but it shows me where I am relative to everything else, which would allow me to get back if I was lost or something like that. So I don't think it's useless. It's just not something we need right now. Ooh, boy, no, 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 no. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Fucking ambient, stop being spooky. Yeah, for example, that would be a good situation to use it. But I mean, honestly, who would get lost in the dark? That's just silly. Not something worth experiencing, necessarily. That's just sticks in it, yeah. What's the plural of in it? Arnet? Those are just sticks, Arnet? Don't think I've ever heard anyone say Arnet. Init is one of those weird words that doesn't really make any sense, but It's there, it's used. Fun to say. I guess that's a huge benefit of a word. I mean, I haven't been binned yet, but it's weird how just the presence of a monster... Yeah, I guess that would make sense, yeah. Aren't they? That's not as like punchy as in it, Like, would say aren't they? Boring. But yeah, it's interesting how just the presence of a monster somewhere, not even necessarily trying to bin you right the fuck now, but it just makes it spooky. Instead of just like, oh, look at this beautiful landscape, nice hills, let's explore, let's have a look. It's always like, oh boy, I hope I don't get done in any second now. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, just showing it's there and it's trying to bin you, but then not having it on your ass constantly is very good at making you paranoid. What do you mean auto-mod it? I don't know, I'll just drop that line then for now. Can I get down here without doing a big old dide? Oh, I see. Yeah, I mean, at least I'm using the chat window that actually tells you if something got auto-binned, so you can ask with it. Hey Cyber, welcome to Bumbling Around the Forest, Part 2. That looks kind of bright there. I wonder if that's something to pick up or if that's just a weird bit of visuals. I feel like I've heard some very, very, very quiet low-tier heartbeat right there, but apparently not. Is the tonic still active, I wonder? It is, interesting. Lasts a bit. It's alright. Yeah, I'm not sure if I even heard it though, once again. It's like when I desperately strain my ears and really, really try to listen out for it, like when with the thing we talked about yesterday, or not yesterday, the other stream, where you heard something and I didn't hear it. When I rewatched that, if I just tried really, really hard and turned up the volume all the way, I probably could hear very, very, very faint sounds that you could interpret as heartbeat, but at that point I'm probably just imagining it. Yeah, that's what I assumed, that it's distance-based. Would also make the most sense. I think I always have that issue though with if I'm really looking or hearing something, then I do eventually just become too paranoid and imagine it even if it's not there. Like I used to, when I was playing PUBG a lot, I used to imagine footsteps even if there weren't any around. Not just because my own footsteps would distract me, but like I'd not move and stuff and then imagine hearing something, even though it's not there, just because I was straining so hard for any sort of noise. And I think this might be one of those cases as well. Especially with stuff like me bumbling around here, sliding down a hill, climbing up a hill. Those kind of footstep sounds can be mistaken for heartbeat very easily. So... I mean, we've heard it a bit. When the thing was actually close, both times we did notice it very well. Like it was very much audible. Let's do the Slav squad of safety check. Nope. Heartbeat, sorry. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. When the monster is close in this game, you hear a heartbeat, and it gets louder and more pronounced the closer the monster is to you. Because there is actually a monster in this game that's stalking, or, well, not necessarily stalking you, but like trying to bin you if it sees you. Nah, it's my bad, I could have pronounced that a little bit more clearly. I do mumble, especially if I'm distracted. Distracted, yes. Oh, I see. Interesting. See, this is the good kind of backseating, where we're all not really exactly sure what happens, so nobody can clearly say, oh yeah, you're perfectly fine, or nope, you're gonna get binned now, or something. Where we're just like, oh yeah, I think this is how it works, I assume this is how it works, so now we're all just paranoid and thinking, well, maybe it's gonna bin, maybe it's not gonna bin. That's probably ideal for this kind of experience. That too, of course. Get myself some of that monster ass, you know? Alright, this is the boat thingy. I think I've checked out the entire southern part now. We should be back here-ish, so I think we checked out this area fairly well now. Wouldn't say we perfectly scoured every nook and cranny, but we've got a decent idea now. We also got one new plant, so that's success. Always consider that success. The wind and the storm also kind of makes noises that in certain circumstances could be interpreted as heartbeat. So I don't know. It's just the paranoia, really. That's the worst part. Part of the reason I was fine during the first session of this game was probably that I also didn't really fear the thing yet. I didn't know if there was anything, so I just fucked around and everything worked out. But now that I do actually fear it, there's a bigger chance of something going wrong, I guess. We'll see. There's no way we'll make it through here without, as in through the entire game without getting burned once. First of all, it had been a really long time, and second of all, I don't even know if I watched more than the first few parts. Like, I remember at some point just going through the majority of your playlists and putting them on either to properly watch and focus on it, or just as background noise for the most part. And I'm pretty fucking confident that I also watched at least part of it, because I did remember like this island, the visual look of things, the fact that we're a cripple, that we're picking up plants, that sort of thing. But I may have not watched enough of it to watch you encounter the monster. Or maybe I just forgot about it, it's also possible. I mean, it's not unlikely for this kind of survival game to have a big bad that kind of tracks you down, chases you, or tries to bin you at least. Yeah, so you just put out too many videos, there's no way to like properly watch and intently focus on each and every one of them. Like, it took me forever to catch up on your Disco Elysium playthrough. Just because you streamed like almost 50 hours of it in a few days. Well, because young men don't have the attention span. Also, I'm not that young, sadly. I mean, of course, compared to you, everyone is young, but you know how it is. Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah, of course, that makes sense, yeah. Thought that plant looked a bit more bright than the others. Apparently it did not really mean anything. I mean, one of the first bits I watched was the most important bit, which was the Lost Crown, of course. So from there, I I already saw the best that was on offer. So yeah, I mean, first of all, it's really unlikely to just be there from the start of a channel, really, unless you already know the person. So unless you happen to know someone that's doing this sort of YouTube, Twitch, whatever the fuck thingy, there's always going to be a huge backlog, because you're always going to discover them a long time after they started doing shit. So then going back and trying to watch every single bit of it is just a lot of time you need to spend. So it's not even about the quality, it's more about there just being so much to us. Yeah, that also is absolutely true. Pretty much is, yeah. I agree. Was that a bird that I just saw back there, or was it the mon? No, it must have been the bird. Alright, we home. You're still going? Look at this apple! It's still going! It survived like 2 reloads or something. Or, well, 1 reload and 2 throws, whatever the fuck. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of a lot to take in. I am, however, also very guilty of just putting on videos or streams in the background while I ask other things. So I might not remember everything that happens at all times. Because I may not have been paying that much attention if I had to focus on something else. Isn't that to be expected with the kind of cult following the game has gotten in your little community? Probably the source of the majority of, well, not the majority, but a large quantity of the original running gags, I guess. Alright, let's oogle this man-eating plant or whatever the fuck it was. Yeah, Nigel's become a part of you. I'm sorry, you just have to accept that. Part of your legacy. Alright. Hey, synthesis of Agent Z, that sounds useful. It creates a unique enzyme, it's in its pictured well. I extracted this enzyme for study. In my test, this enzyme proved to be an excellent oxidation inhibitor. I should find this useful in the synthesis of an adjuvant. This plant will be fundamental in the synthesis of Agent Z. Nice. Yeah, that makes sense. I would feel that as well, so can't really blame you for that. Wait, so if I'm remembering this correctly, you were just another mental stimulant, which should just be a thing we could create without anything else? It's always like that. You can't really shit on anything too harshly, unless it's really heartless corporate nonsense, kind of. Like, it's easy to shit on an EA game or something, but even then there are definitely still people involved that poured their heart and soul into it. So, like, shitting on Box's little adventure game is a bit mean, given that he just made what he wanted to make, and you can't really hate on that. Anyway, the mental stimulant provides a temporary boost to your acuity, providing the following benefits in your interactions with the creature. Hold, sneak, duck, and keep still. Your head will automate. Okay, it's just it's a temporary buff for the thing which we got a permanent buff for. That's alright. Better to have than not have. Did I do this? I think I did. I'm not sure if destroy him is correct. I'm sure he got some other bad reviews, but maybe not attack him personally as much. You generally shouldn't do that to devs though, or anyone really, any kind of artist or man that makes things, unless they give you a very solid reason to be mean to them. Red and green tree fungus. Let's check this shit out. This is a play-type tree fungus in the Ganoderma genus. It has a wood-like texture, it has stratified green colorations with streaks of red. Like, even just going to a, like, streamer or YouTuber or whatever the fuck and going, hey, your content sucks, lol, is... I mean, that's okay, but try not to be personal about it. Don't say, like, hey, you're a shit person because your shit sucks or something. Kind of, I don't know. Yeah, that I feel that way as well. Like the whole Mong and Nyborg and all the other nonsense, I basically always all relate to Nigel himself rather than the man in charge. And if you think about it differently, Bogues provided us with a lot of fucking jokes and a lot of laughter in that regard, so can't really be mad at him for it. Okay. I use solvent extraction to isolate the active compounds of the fungus. My tests have indicated that these active components may have some stimulant benefit. Specifically, the active component appeared to temporarily yet dramatically boost the adrenal gland of production of epinephrine, an energy stimulant. Cool, let's make one of those as well. Basically, one should always just assume a man is doing his best or trying to do something good, so you shouldn't bin him for it, unless he gives you a very solid reason to assume that he's just being a dick. No, I don't think we have, but at the same time I don't think we need to really discover Viagra on this island. Doesn't seem to be many fuckables around. The energy stimulant provides a temporary boost to your endurance. On further effect, be able to sprint further without reaching exhaustion. Cool. Yoink. Oh, that'd be a shame though. I can understand why. You did make a few comments that are a little bit in the direction that I would also feel uncomfortable with, especially after knowing the actual ass a little bit. So I can understand why you'd feel that way, but it's safe to say though, I mean, kind of knowing the stream and the way you YouTube and the way you talk about shit, it's kind of, once you know that, everybody probably agrees that it's mostly a joke. I don't think anyone that like watches the videos would really think that we all have it out for Bogues and we think he's an idiot or something. It's just, it was just part of the joke, kind of, to present the thing as some of the worst ass ever. Okay, can we get up here? Alright, very fine. Alright, let's quickly catch our breath, have a look around, see if we see anything important. I think we've been down there. Yeah, exactly, that makes sense. Eh, bit ass all around, I guess. Just gotta hope that he has some sort of thick skin and understands that we were making funny rather than serious critique. Yeah, alright. Sorry, I just talk about whatever comes up. Don't really have much to say about the game at this point, since we're just stumbling around looking for new plans, looking to not die, trying not to run off too many cliffs. I do wonder if there's more interesting stuff down here in this southern part of the forest. Like, we did explore in that direction a lot, so let's just assume we didn't miss anything major there. The way the shadows and the low textures, or low quality textures looked there, I thought it was something artificial, like maybe some sort of plastered ground or something. I think that happened before as well, when I came across this area. Yeah, I do. I don't like doing that though. I think it's kind of a shame that we as people that have played many games do that. I think we should try to separate the game from the experience as much as possible. Like, not try to game the system, but rather just play and enjoy the game. Okay, I think there was a bed over there in that house, so we should go there, sleep the night away, and then explore more. Is this even a path? Kind of. We can swim this bit, can't we? Man. This shouldn't be too much to ask for you. Come on, just a little bit. You can't be wobbly just for touching the water for a brief second. That's just a little bit unfair. That's too much, mate. Alright, do we know this one? We don't know this one yet. Do we have enough landmarks to maybe triangulate it? We might have 0 landmarks from this position. Lovely. Well, 1. Yeah, alright, let's just move on then. Actually, maybe we haven't been in that hut over there. Should be in this direction. Ooh, there we go. It's kind of unavoidable, though, at some point to think about it in terms of game mechanics and game design rather than just an experience. Ultimately, it is made by people, and they did intend for things to be in a certain way, so taking that into account is pretty hard to avoid. Anything we haven't discovered from here? Don't think so. Cool. Let's head down here then. Okay, we must have been in that one. I think I remember a hut with little stone fellows next to it. Maybe must have is a bit of a strong word, but I think we've been in here. Hard to tell. There is a bed though. So maybe we should just have a double wobble in terms of passing some time. Or in order rather to pass some time. I wonder if I do get thirsty from sleeping, for example. Like if I sleep twice here, will I need to have a drink again before GNing? Okay, so it's 6:10. Let's have a nap and find out what time it will be then. I'm assuming man sleeps roughly 6 hours. So this will be the middle of the night, with nothing to see really. No, not even 6 hours, damn. It is so pitch black out. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think so too, but I, or not just beds, but like water and like little safety places. Okay, that should be good enough time-wise. Should be able to fuck around from here. But I think, like, if I was to make a third system, I think the easiest way would be to just tie it to the passage of time, rather than having an actual timer run. So, if it is tied to the passage of time, then wobbling should make you thirsty again. And it's also slightly realistic, right? Like, your body does things while you're asleep. I don't pee. I just maintain pee within my body for the bad times. Okay, so we'll probably just follow the coast and see where that brings us. I don't feel very comfortable following the coast, given that I've seen the creatures swim a bunch of times, but hey. I think that's basically no way to not involve time in the equation, but yeah, I get what you mean. Also, it doesn't really matter, since while you're in a place with a bed, there's a very large likelihood of you also having a water source available. Aye, fucking Dune. Tomorrow, I hear, we will get to experience some more Dunery. So we fucked around here, I think roughly... no, maybe not here, but... I a lot as I think and counter-think myself. Wonder if we've been attacked roughly here by the monster. There's a swamp. I remember this swamp, I think. We came here the other way around. Like, we started at that tent and wanted to get over to the hut where we just were at. Let's have a little Slav squat. Alright, see you later. Have a good setup. Hope it works. Wasn't that the one that didn't work for the first time? Like where you had sound issues or something? I seem to remember that. Anyway, good luck. Oh, that's alright. Looked like a very quote-unquote spooky game. But yeah, gel. Right, we've been here before, like I said. So, where should we be exactly? We should be around here, cool. So if we just head north and go along this coast, we'll eventually encounter stuff we haven't been yet. Let's have a quick save over here somewhere. Can I save somewhere? No, I cannot. Fuck, okay. I mean, I could sleep to save, but I don't think I want to sleep. It's just getting light out, so wasting daylight seems like a bad idea. Alright, let's check the compass. Should be heading roughly north. Yeah, we are. Cool. Maybe this isn't actually uncharted territory, now that I think about it. We'll just see. Let's just explore and hope everything works out. Come on, man. It's just a hill. You can do it. Alright, that's what I'm hoping. Everything will be just fine. Hello, frogs. At least most of the plants are fairly colorful, so if you spot them even at a distance, you can tell that there's stuff to pick up. So don't actually have to ask every single object I see. Okay, I think we have picked these up before. I think those were the useless ones, the red and yellow hibiscus. Let's try it out. Yeah, seems like it is. No, never mind. A sunflower variant. Likely a small member of the Helianthaceae tribe. This sunflower is tangerine in color. Is it? Alright. I guess it is. Cool, let's explore the tent over there. Show it, birds. Don't need you startling me. Little fireplace. Can I interact with that? No, I cannot. Hey, we actually can explore stuff here. What do we have at this note? Journal entry from Herbert, number 2. Interesting icon on the left. Or, well, not sure if that's called an icon. We'll see. I sabotaged Sanchez's work this morning. In addition of ibotenic acid to distort the result of his experiment. I did not want to do this, but my actions were willed by an unseen force, a directive from my omnipotent master. Although I felt deep shame in the commitment of this act, feeling was replaced by passionate elation. It was a primal reward, it seems, for serving my lord. Herbert Gauss. What a shitter. Yeah, maybe. I wouldn't put it past humanity to use the fellows as some sort of sacred symbol. Dicks are important that way. I researched the sunflower variant. I isolated the active components from the reproductive parts of the sunflower. I used a chemical separation process. In my experiment, I discovered that these active components have no positive biochemical effect. This flower cannot be synthesized into anything useful. Cool. Well, shame. I really like sunflowers. Goodbye, though. Right, let's save with the candle. Yeah. I mean, they can't all be useful, right? So... I combat the hill. Let's do a Slav squad of perception. Alright. Seems like there's nothing about. In case you weren't there at the start, we upgraded our brain. We injected absolute brain juice directly into our arm, and now we can, when we slav squat for a while, detect if the monster is nearby, basically. Yeah, sunflower paintings are not that uncommon, I guess, especially in the Netherlands. Come on, man, it's just a hill, we can do it. No, you don't like hills, but you gotta conquer your fears eventually. Basically what's supposed to happen when we crouch down and not move for a bit is that our cursor should automatically wander towards the monster if it's somewhere nearby, within our perception radius, and then if it is close enough to actually interact with us potentially, like if it can spot us potentially, we should see an icon that either is white so we are hidden, or red when we are not in a position where we're hidden, so let's hope we never get to actually experience that. Electrochemistry is alright. Failed me a bunch, but it was mostly due to rolls, I think, so it tried its best. I just couldn't ass up. Right, so we shouldn't be visible on the map right now. Yeah, we don't know enough about this place. Two heads we don't know, a ruin we don't know. I mean, I haven't found the map that useful for myself, to be honest. Oh, I wonder if I can make that. That looks like a very dangerous place to go. Come on. No, 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 no. Tempted to try again. Maybe get a bit of momentum and then try running up the hill at the right spot. Or we could try circle around. Let's circle around, I guess. Seems less likely to get ourselves binned. Ah, fuck it, let's do the momentum one. Alright, let's go, man. Maximum speed. No, fuck, ass, tits. Oh boy. Okay, let's calm down. Relax, everything is fine. No need to get fevery from that. You're fine, right? Health, okay, yes. Beautiful, lovely. Okay, let's go outside then. Or... Okay, climbing that hill definitely did just sound like a heartbeat, because we had two very low, thumpy sound effects. Apparently we're fine though. Walking sticks, yeah. His only obstacle conquered finally. Man, this is ass to go around though. Not even sure we can path around that very easily. Shit. This does look too steep to climb up though, and I don't want to risk it again. I mean, we do have medicine, but I would prefer not having to use it. Oh, so much momentum usage. Very fine. Can't get up there either. That's an awkward spot to get up to. Well, let's go down then. Try down and around slowly. Okay, let's just try to use the trees to break in case we start losing absolute control. Like so. Run headfirst into a tree to prevent ourselves from getting injured, because that makes sense. That did sound like a heartbeat there for a second. And I didn't think it was a situation that the audio was fooling me. This is so open with very little to hide. This might be where it ends. Our successful streak of staying alive. Yeah, brain damage. I mean, we were pretty damaged in terms of brain. We just got ourselves a little bit undamaged, it seems, which is useful only in theory. We know these ones, right? These are the regular ones? No, these are new. Indigo Asteraceae. Fucking terms. This is an indigo-colored flower in the Asteraceae family, notable for its large capitulum. Man, biologists are just making shit up, aren't they? There's no way all that is accurate. Okay, let's try going up here. Yes. Oh, very fine. Very fine. Okay, the wall should be somewhere up there. Maybe we can successfully circle around. This looks like a path we could take. A little bit worried. In Dortmund, eh? Who'd want to be in Dortmund? Oh boy, I did it again. Shit. Come on, rest, relax, everything is fine. You don't have to go to Dortmund, it's a shit place. Who'd want to be here? There, I mean. Alright, Gian Ruford. Thanks for hanging out. This looks interesting. Big old rocks over there. Okay, let's not try to climb the hill instead. Just get up here, get a little overview of the area. Don't fall off, because that looks very dangerous. Yeah, let's just explore this away. That there looks important with the pillars. Come on, stop sliding. Come on, I know it's hard. I am thirsty. Oops, I pressed wrong button, like idiot. Maybe I should have used that endurance pole and see if I could maybe climb the hill with that. I wonder if they occasionally position stuff in a way that you needed, like, drugs to get up a hill or something to even access it. That'd be interesting. Not sure if it's a good idea though, or if it would be a good idea. Okay, relax, deep breath, man. I know you're out of stamina, it's fine. Yeah, when going up hills, there are a few sound effects that do sound a little bit like a heartbeat. Although just individual steps mostly. Yeah, electrochemistry. I mean, would it though? Electrochemistry always needs drugs for everything, so that's not even... that wouldn't even be new. That's just life at that point. Yeah, that would make sense. Just some optional upgrade plant or something. If you spy it and have the drugs, you can get it. If not, it's fine. Alright, another oogle. I wonder if I see enough landmarks from here that I actually know to possibly function. Oh, is it getting dark? Fucking close the inventory, dipshit. No, it's 12. We're fine. It's just clouds in the way. I really kind of want to try climbing up here and see if I can brave the mountain like that. Seems like a terrible idea and very easy to get binned though, and there were ruins down here that I haven't explored yet. Decisions. Okay, let's take a peek from up here maybe, if we can make it. We can, very fine. Okay, does this look like a place we need to be? Arguably. Damn, how do we not know any of these heads? What the fuck? As I say, can we maybe possibly spy any landmarks from over there? Because that's the part of the island that we have explored, I think. Shit. Oh well, let's have a quick look around up here. Either I'm getting more paranoid or I'm hearing the fake heartbeat sound effect more often. Possibly both. Yeah, this is where we just tried to get up, and turns out there's absolutely nothing of interest up here. Let's see if we maybe have a flower or something we need to pick. If not, we'll just head back. You'd be surprised, because I haven't seen it either. I haven't gotten done in yet. I have successfully avoided it. Although it was very close once. We had the creature like 1 meter away from us, circling the bush that we were hiding in. And I may or may not have shit myself a little bit, but yeah, we didn't get done in, so no deaths yet. I'm assuming though the lamps and the bed, when you use those, you autosave your game, or you quick save your game or whatever, and I'm assuming it just puts you back to one of those as the checkpoint. So in this case we just lose a bunch of exploration, but since we didn't really do anything, I mean we got the new flower here that we have in our hands, which we haven't checked out yet, of course, but outside of that it isn't like we did much of anything, so... Do I want to explore these ruins? Damn, this looks like an important place. We haven't seen any connected big ruins like this before, with actual stairs and stuff to wander around in. Maybe. But I didn't try, and I really don't plan on trying. I want to keep those flowers for myself, honestly. Also, the beast can move freely, so if it wanted flowers, it can just pick those. Don't think there's any natural predators around here, so it shouldn't be relying on me to give it flowers if that's what it wanted. I mean, this is all very interesting, but I don't see any benefit to being here. Yeah, I guess, maybe. Maybe it just wants drugs and wants me to make drugs. Maybe it tries to eat me because I have drugs on me. Wouldn't that be a nice twist? Come on, we can do it. I know swimming is hard. Almost there. Really? Come on. Like, that was like an inch away. Yeah, drink immediately. Good plan. Don't pick up the flower, just drink while drowning. Okay, are we fucked? Fever, use medicine. Yeah. Who isn't, though? Okay, we can't stack medicine at all. We cannot stack medicine at all. Oh, that sucks. That little pill case that we had, I thought we could have multiple pills in there. Apparently we cannot. That's a shame. I made 3 before, thinking that maybe they stacked. At least the fever pills, right? Like, you don't need too many of those. So they could have just made it stack, but alas, they didn't. This is true. It's kind of hard though to keep up with the water in that regard, like when you're drowning, just... There's just so much water, right? At least you won't die to a lack of hydration in that case. Well, I'd really like to find something useful or interesting. These are very loud bushes. There's another set of stairs. Well, let's have a look up then. Let's also try not to swim again or fall, because we might otherwise actually get done in. No monster required. That's an interesting statue. Well, let's have a look. Yeah, it looks like we can get all the way up there. Interesting. I wonder what this is. The fact that the guy is breathing so heavily the entire time is irritating me a bit. I know stairs are hard, but come on, dude. It's not even that steep. Hey, a new flower. Is that smoke or is that just the cloud movement? I think it's just the clouds. The way they did clouds and fog and stuff like that is a little bit weird in this. So I think that's actually just clouds. Violet cactus, variety of cactaceae, whatever the fuck. The species grows on arid soil and measures up to 2 feet at maturity. It is unusual for its deep violet coloration. I'm sure this is important, right? This spot looks like it's important, so I'll just grab both of these. Prickly pear, ordinary cactus. Its fruit is covered in spines. There's more of this stuff if we need it. I mean, there definitely was some sort of civilization here, so I wouldn't be surprised if they made some sort of statue, maybe of the creature or something. It has claws, the statue that is. I don't know too much about the creature, and I'd rather not know much about the creature if I can avoid it. Please have there be a laboratory here. Let there be, rather, a laboratory here. There is! Alright. Sweet, let's start by saving. That seems like the right thing to do. Then have a drink. We'll be doing a lot of science. Yeah, there's not a lot of music in this, but it usually plays in what I am assuming are safe zones. What do we have here? Potency enhancers. We have encountered several plants on this island that function as potency enhancers. These can be combined with medicinal plants during synthesis to produce extra strength medicine. Indigo asteraceae, purple prairie flower, tropical buttercup, and violet cactus. Alright. Extermination ray. So, what are you, flower? Please tell me your secrets. Possibly. Alright, Indigo asteraceae, what do you think? Through steam distillation extraction, I was able to express the active resins from this flower. While these resins have no intrinsic value, my tests indicate that they will act as enhancers to the efficacy of other biochemical agents. If I combine this with a medicinal plant during synthesis, I should be able to create extra strength medicine. Alright, so this is just a replacement for that. This also should just be a potency enhancer then, since we just read about that. Man becomes one with the microscope for a second. Violet cactus. I extracted the oils from the cactus's fleshy fruit through maceration. While these oils have no intrinsic value, my tests indicate that they may act as enhancers to the efficacy of other medicinal biochemical agents. Once again for the extra strength medicine. What about this one then? Assuming this has no use given that it's just a common cactus, apparently, according to its description. I hope my internet doesn't die again. If I randomly just cut off and the internet is gone, the stream is gone basically, then fear not, I will hopefully be back shortly thereafter. Prickly pear. No medicinal value. Wow, that's very abrupt and very short, not even describing the method he used or anything. What a man. Okay, so let's put these down. And then we grab the violet cactus and the flower, and then we stash them on our stashy thing, which must be somewhere here. Up there maybe. Let's actually pick this one first. That looks like an orchid. A lily. Appears to be an ordinary flower in the Lilium genus. Its petals are pink with a white freckled complexion. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Put not you there, but you there, and have a look at you. Yeah. Fucking cacti. I don't need cactus. This is useless. Scientific research result. Useless. Get rid of it. Whatever. Pink spotted lily. Let's see. Basic medicine. Right, cool. We could make one of those immediately. We should do that because we're out, so let's just make some medicine. I wonder if you can use the potency enhancers for the thing rather than just medicine, because that seems kind of worthless. Or, well, not worthless to enhance the medicine, but like there's at least 4 different flowers that enhance potency apparently. So just having so many of them just for more medicine seems a little bit weird, but what do I know? This also was a potency enhancer, wasn't it? So we should stash that once we find the place where we can stash stuff. Oh boy. Man speeds up. Goes completely out of control. Can I climb this? No, of course not. Come on, you can get in here. I believe in you. Seriously? Game, please. Have mercy. Come on. We can do it. Yes, possibly. Oh, alright, cool. We got there. This is a big ass cactus, by the way. Nothing to say about that? Let's check out the other buildings then. Please make this. Oh, come on. It's just a step, dude. Oh, there you go. Nothing in here? Oh, shame. Would be very fitting. I guess that's kind of too gamey. They haven't been that rare, the regular medicinal plants, but yeah, maybe. Maybe they'll become rare. Didn't I just see a big ass pink flower here? I thought I saw a new flower here. There it is. Come on. You can do it. No, not like that. Maybe, almost. Come on, dude. Yes, we got there. Woi. Suddenly all the momentum. Yoink. Fabaceae, whatever. A tall flowering plant in the Fabaceae family. A spire of bright red legumes rises above its blooming sepals and petals. Maybe I just like doing biology porn, I think. Can I not enter here? Please, game. Would you kindly have mercy on me? I'm just a poor cripple. I can't climb. There's gotta be a way to get up there easily. Maybe you do actually have to jump, that'd be inconvenient. Yeah, so were the lilies that we picked up here, which had medicinal value. Definitely some sort of researcher's base. Come on, dude. Oh, really? What the fuck are those physics? Suddenly bouncing around like a fucking rubber ball. Okay, that's not as hard as I thought. Just a little bit inconvenient. Okay, what do we have here? Mushrooms. A map to sponge and trumpet mushrooms. We've been there, actually. Sponge-like mushrooms and trumpet mushrooms. We got those before. Very fine. Let's save again, just because we did some research. This is our storage table. Let's put those there. Those were enhancers. We did analyze this as a plot-related one. I think these two were plot-related. Now let's analyze this one. The new, very interesting flower. It's either going to be worthless or just medicine, or it's plot related. One of those three. Because we found that in a flower pot in this fucking camp. The camp didn't have anything useful yet, outside of just, like, I mean, we can study more plants, but that's not inherently useful. Let's see. I extracted the enzymatic liquid from the fruit of this flowering plant. In my tests, these enzymes demonstrated net positive effects on overall brain functionality. Also observed were mild and generally unharmful psychotropic reactions. Mental clarity tonic. Cool. I think that was the map one, wasn't it? Let's see, notes... medicines... Clarity tonic, yeah, that's the one that shows us the where we are on the map. Interesting. Well, I guess we'll make one of those then, since we don't have any right now. This is just instructions, right? Yeah. I hope there isn't any, like, plot important note here that I just completely missed by oogling for other stuff. You guys see anything important looking, just let me know. I'm trying my best, but it's easy to miss things. Not really brain potion, just like... You get so high that you suddenly know exactly where you are. Wouldn't call that brain, just like... odd, maybe weird. Those kind of words. Yeah, those are just the instructions, if I'm not mistaken. Nah, games are never hard, honestly. It's a myth. Hard games. Pfft. Who'd play that? Right, okay, so, did I actually just jump up here like a boss? What the fuck? Why couldn't I do that the 15 times I tried before? Dang it. Anyway, so where the fuck are we? This was the map for the mushrooms, wasn't it? Yeah. I'm kind of tempted to just immediately drink that potion that we just made, just to find out where exactly we are. Okay, so I can just climb up here if I time my jump perfectly. Interesting. Suddenly this is a platformer. Oh, congratulations. Nameless King was the one giving you the most trouble? That's interesting. I was expecting more the DLC ones, like Gale, for example. But yeah, awesome. Congrats, dude. Maybe this way around? Yeah. Is this pick-upable? Nay. What's the time say? Probably have an hour or so left of daylight. Let's just explore a little bit in this direction, and if it doesn't seem to be very useful, then we'll just head back and have a wobble. Come on, dude. It's a step. You can do this. Thank you. I think that's the sun in it. I don't feel like swimming all this way. That's probably enough to kill me, so let's just head back the same way. Yeah, let's just actually have two instances of wobble happening, and then we can go explore more. Don't be sick, dude. Being sick is not cool. What? Okay, he's fine. Good man. I mean, that's what shields are there for. Is that the one that has, wait, that's... Isn't that lightning resistance? No, that should be fire resistance, shouldn't it? I don't know. I cannot get out there. I think I might be stuck. Yes, I am actually stuck. Very fine. Okay, now I can move. Now we're sick. Cool. I wonder if the fever goes away if we just wobble, or if we actually have to use medicine. I mean, we can just make more medicine. There were ingredients here. Yeah, let's just make one more bit of medicine and have that immediately. Shut it, mate. You're fine. You're fine. It's just fever medicine. Just a fever. You're fine. Oh, that's alright. I think this king is mostly just a little bit awkward with some of his timings. Yeah, I mean, man is canonically very sick with the plague, so that's why we're so incompetent and why we, like, look at our hands, we look pretty fucked up. So we're just canonically shit. But yeah, we might also be a little bit ass at functioning in general. Definitely some manner of peg legs going on. Alright, let's make more medicine. And then we look to be fully stocked, which I greatly enjoy. Yeah, I can imagine. There's a... Like, if you're playing it super safe, there's very few proper attack timings where you're guaranteed to get a swing in, especially with a slower weapon. Fun fight overall, though. Really liked it. Okay, so we picked this up. Now we are fully stocked, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we have basic medicine, extended medicine, we have energy stimulant and mental stimulants. Then we have the clarity tonic to locate ourselves on the map. Is there anything we don't have? Let's check the notes real quick. Since we are currently fucking about with stuff. Okay, there's a Herculean tonic, which I don't know about. But the rest we do have, interesting. So there's a green tonic. Temporarily allows you to sprint swiftly and swim longer distances. That sounds like it would be useful to get the fuck away from potential harm. But I mean, who would want to bin me in this kind of island? There's nobody else around here. No danger at all. Right, time for pitch blackness. Hey, we got a lighter. Cool. Sleep again. Aw. Well, different strokes for different folks. And if you enjoy the shield route, then all's good and well. Anyway, let's finally get out of these fucking ruins. Kind of a bad spot to be in. One way we have to swim, another we have to climb down all these stairs. Yeah, it's alright. Can we get up there? Do we want to get up there? Let's have a look. Let's try climbing this hill here. We didn't really explore too much. I mean, we were exploring a lot in general, but like we didn't check around once we saw this little lab setup. We beeline for that, so might as well explore this hill, see where it leads us. We can probably make that, but I'm not sure I want to. Because if we go up, then we also have to go down eventually. Which can be a bit of a struggle. Bonk head first into the fucking tree. Do a little Slav squat off safety. Everything seems fine. Okay, do we know anything around here somewhere, anywhere? Maybe I should actually drink that tonic to even just see where exactly we are. Oh boy, let's not fall down here. Okay, this looks like a very barren place. Let's not go in that direction. There's a big lake there. Not very helpful. I wonder if you can just make multiple of the same drug, like if we went and got more of those mushrooms, if we could make another brain enhancement drug. How do we get back down here? I think that's where we came from. No, that's where we came from, isn't it? I don't fucking know. I'm already lost. Game is hard. I'm assuming the path where we had to swim would lead down there eventually, in a more safe manner rather than just trying to slide down an entire fucking mountain. Piece of bird. Alright, this is the other side of that. Let's go this way, that looks safe. This is probably the waterway. This is where we came from with the big ass statue. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, come on, dude. Please don't be sick, please don't be sick, please don't be sick, please don't be sick. You're alright, good man. Very fine man. Thank you for being alright. He just loses control immediately as soon as something is a little bit steep. Just goes maximum speed until he goes full Sonic. I mean, man just slept for roughly 8 hours, maybe even 10 or something. I don't think he needs a nap. He needs a cure for his illness, which is why we're looking for plants to begin with, so let's just get on with that. Maybe eventually find the plants so we can not get died. Yeah, that's true, that's true. But you're supposed to sleep a lot when you're sick, right? So probably did the right thing. Left or right? Which way should we go? Let's go left. I think right should eventually circle around back to the place with the statue if we just held right long enough. And we don't need to be there right now. I wonder how often the monster is quote-unquote supposed to be around you. Like, we've been very, very lucky having only had very few encounters, I think. And I wonder if I am way below par for what you should have experienced. It must seem like a lunatic being this paranoid, given that nothing has happened. I don't think so. Like, it might be. I don't know how the game works really, so I'm guessing. But when we encountered it, it wasn't because of plot so far. Like, maybe the first time seemed a little bit weird. It just walked right by us and fucked off, so maybe it just... either it hadn't noticed us and we got really lucky, or we were supposed to just encounter it and it pisses off then. But the second time definitely wasn't, or didn't seem very plot-esque. Yeah, true. I am definitely... Oh, this is where we came, isn't it? Didn't we go this way and then walk up this hill or something? That would be a little bit awkward. Maybe it's not, let's see. Oh, the mon is around. It is that away. Uh-oh. I need a bush to hide. Okay, let's just hang out and what? Yeah, time to sweat indeed. I hope I'm properly bushed. Doesn't quite look like the statue, does it? Maybe. I mean, the statue was headless, and it looked like the type of thing that would have big claws, so... Well, what do you know, the Slav squatting was actually super useful this time. I would have run right into it had I not done the safety squat. Please fully fuck off eventually. That looks like fucking off. Possibly. Kinda wanna sit here until it fully disappears. Still close enough that my cursor goes for it and the icon is still present. Maybe I should try to leave, if I can do so without making a noise. I think I made a terrible choice. I mean, it's not moving. At least it seems like it's not moving. This is a little bit unnerving. I grab Stone of Protection. I wonder if this is bugged. Like, hey, you encountered the thing, so now you're gonna see this icon for a while. If I remember the description right, the red just means that you're not in, like, a hidden thing, not that it actually sees you and is looking for you. Rather that it has line of sight to you or something, maybe. Okay, the icon disappeared. Yeah, okay. Seems like we're fucking off successfully. Okay. Yeah, I punch flowers, as is my way. I think that was just medicinal. Anyway. Kinda wanna swim over to the other side here. Let's go for that. Might not even need to swim in this shallow bit here. Very finely. Nope, okay. Alright, so the indicator is actually much more easily noticeable than I thought. Like, on the plus side, we learned how it works now. The perception thing that we got. The brain enhancement. So that's definitely a plus. Knowing how to function is always useful. I can't pick this up, can I? This looks so bright and noticeable. But nah. These petals kind of look noticeable, but I don't think they're meant to be. Something special. Come on, get up there. What about this? This also looks interesting. Bit low quality though for picking up. Alright. Well, on we fuck. Bit of a palm tree area, interesting. Different climate, hopefully new plants. I'm not sure if climate is the right word, but like new flora anyway. Oh, I'm sick. Fuck. Dehydration, find water. Oh, interesting. We better now? Yes, we better now. Cool. Oh, I might have accidentally properly dismissed the message this time around. Oh, this is dropping, not picking up. We used to have a tutorial-like message, you are thirsty, you should drink something, anytime we got thirsty, and the last time I accidentally opened it I might have properly disabled it. So now we don't get any warning and rather just eventually dehydrate. Maybe. I mean, we did just slip by the thing unnoticed. At least for now, so... Fucking birds. Why you gotta be so weird? Yeah, the hardest of modes. mean, these plants all seem interesting, but man is not actually interested in them, so IDK. I wonder if we'll ever find a new camp or something in this kind of an area here. Seems like a useful thing. Man, the poultry in this place makes weird noises. There's some ruins up there. Wonder if I should check those out. Oh, that looks like a tent a little bit. Not just a little bit, that looks a lot a bit like a tent. I am absolutely down for a tent. Please give it to me, game. Music lag appears. We got a knife. We got a pot, if we so desired. We get some new story. Hello. And a map. Interesting. Okay, let's check out the story first. Journal entry from Dr. Sanchez, number 4. I think we skipped some of those. Oh boy. Lots of reading incoming. I looked out of my bedroom window this morning, hearing some commotion from the street below. There were 5 bodies on the pavement, each neatly wrapped in clean white sheets. They were lined up according to height, tallest to shortest from my left. 2 women were attending the bodies, each cloaked from head to toe, with gauze... Is it gauze? Yeah, probably. With the gauze masks covering their faces. I recognized them immediately as searchers, as they wore scarlet bands around their waists, the foreboding emblems of their trade and a warning for lookers-on to keep a distance. The first woman was young and petite, and I found her very pretty. Her amber hair was pinned back, save for a few wisps that fell gently over her ivory white face. She was carefully inspecting the bodies and writing notes in a small leather-bound book. She crouched next to each body and slowly performed her inspections before touching each one tenderly on the shoulder, an act of thoughtfulness and grace, befitting a woman of such beauty. The second woman was unpleasant and heavy-set. She stood tall with her shoulders cocked back. Her hands were clenched into club fists. Club fist-like, very fine. Her hands were clenched into club-like fists and rested pointedly on her hips. She wore a garish silver chain around her neck, adorned with a large gold cross that nestled in the cleavage of her chest. Let's go with that now. She was barking commands at the second woman and was clearly agitated. At first I imagined her acerb disposition pertained to the macabre nature of her work, as one might rightfully expect. The gravity and sadness found in such work I cannot imagine. To the contrary, her annoyance seemed to rest with her general dislike of the more attractive and affable woman, whose treatment of the departed I viewed with great admiration. I could see that the ugly woman barking was upsetting to the young woman. She seemed to viewed this as an indictment of her work ethic, clearly misunderstanding the intentions of such a woman whose years had not been kind. Okay. Backstory. Dead people in the streets. Purple jungle flower. We have large jungle flower and fleshy purple fruit. Okay, do we see that on the map now? We do. I wonder where we are. Maybe we're here. That'd be useful. Yeah, man still goes hard. As is proper, honestly. Right, we rest, or rather we save. Was that healing? Oh no, these are just potency enhancers, so... do we need to sleep yet? I don't think so. What time be it? 12. Nah, no need to sleep yet. So... can I now identify my location? No, I cannot. Maybe we're not on the map then. Nah, we should be. Let's just assume for now that we're on this bit of land, because this, like, thing with a statue on it looks a little bit like this here. Right, like the tiny little connection there and then a big island with a dot on it, and that seems like the right place. It was mainly, yeah. It's true. So there should be plants and there should be plants, so we missed one up here. Oh no, maybe we weren't even there to begin with. Maybe we came from the other side. Hard to judge. Could be, could be. So we want to go north first, probably. Oops, I keep pressing that button. Compass, north, right. Let's move on then. I don't think that tent had a mixing station, did it? It was just the examination thing. At least now I know that if I Slav squat even for a second, I should immediately see the icon if the mon is about. Yeah, okay. We'll just assume that there isn't one there. They usually aren't in these smallish tents. Mostly just as brief reprieves, I guess. And safe spots, of course. Alright, so if we look at this map, we went north from the hutch, so we should be roughly here-ish now. I hate this. Like, listen, we have the footstep noise going on because we were moving while we menued, so now the footstep noise plays while we're menuing, and I get unnerved so much by it. Interesting hut there. Wait, let's check again. I'm being stupid. Sorry for aggressively map checking so much here. So if we went this no, that seems wrong. I don't think we're in this spot. We must be though, we hadn't headed north. I don't know, I'll just bumble around as is my way. Done a lot of just bumbling around and it's worked out fine so far. No need to change. Very tame poultry. Hello bird, how is you? Kinda wanna check out this hut over there more than going to look for plants. Probably the wrong approach, but hey. Scratch that, and instead we say these huts, your damn. I probably can only approach that from the right. So we'd need to cross this little river. Hey, aren't these plants? These look like plants to me. Well, I actually walked by those. Oh, we know them already, I think. I think those are the Ustless ones. Come on, let me grab some of them. No, I don't want to punch the plants. Come on, dude. Just grab a handful of fucking... There we go. Yeah, no new thingamajigs, so we already know these ones. Nope. Break. There we go. Alright. There's an arch over there. Interesting. I hope I'm not completely misnavigating this place. Kind of having trouble to visualize where we are. Shouldn't be that hard given that this is a fairly obvious landmark, even if we can't tag it in-game, just like visually it should be noticeable. Recognizable. So we'll either head to the right for the arch or to the left for the huts, and I have no idea which we'll do. Probably should head right first. Alright. These trees here look very wide, so I want to explore those. See if there's anything around them, like these two big ones here. Come on, mate, we can do it. There we go. Is that a blue flower over there? That does look like a very far away blue flower. We need a blue mushroom. So that's a mushroom. What is blue? That's useful to us. Those are some big ass ruins as well. Yeah, damn, so much to do. Okay, let's go for the blue flower first. Or blue mushroom or whatever. Oh, it's just these guys, maybe? Do we know these? I don't think so. We do not. Blue scaly tree fungus. An unusually brilliant blue fungus. Its texture is leathery with faceted scale-like pattern. This is a bracket-type fungus and is found across the bases of deciduous jungle trunks. You guys wanna check out my jungle trunks, mate? Alright, let's head over to the ruin then. Should be this way. Yeah, there they are. Let's not go down there and die. Let's try a somewhat more soft spot. But less steep. Ooh. We not doing well. Dehydrated again. Good thing we have all of the water, at least for now. Probably shouldn't have said that. Now we're gonna die of dehydration eventually. That looks pick-upable. Doesn't it? Yeah, those are those mushrooms again. Interesting. Of course you guys all know exactly what I mean by those mushrooms again. So I will not clarify any further. We should be able to recognize some of this stuff. No, no, no. Come on. Fucking in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. You know what? This might be the time for El Drinko de Mapo. I wanna see where I am. We are up here. Okay, so we are not in this area. Interesting. We went north, so we probably started here-ish, I guess. Huh. Interesting, interesting. Okay, let's do one of these and get up here. Yes, these are the permanent buff thingies for me brain. I would like me brain to be buffed. I think those are just more of them. Yeah, there's just more of them. We can't take more than one for some reason. So we'll just leave it at one. Not sure if I need my brain to be any more buffed, to be honest, because eventually you'll just reach a point where you detect the monster from way too far away, and then you'll just be paranoid all the time. But I'd do it with one more. Like, the creature is on the other side of the map, you crouch down, you notice the creature exists somewhere, so you better be scared. That'd be a funny way to subvert the buff. Alright. Moving on then. Slow down, mate. Right, so there were these huts in this direction. Yeah, exactly. It kind of like when I said that, I immediately thought of the way Disco tries to subvert your expectations with just leveling stats being good. Just like eventually your stats become too big a part of you, and they take over, kind of. And that would be the same in this case. You're too perceptive, you know a monster exists somewhere, so you better be scared. Hello, frog. Yeah. I'm not sure if it ever... I mean, not for what I saw anyway, but I'm not sure if it ever had any, like, very significant downsides. Like, for example, with, what time is it? It's not that late yet. With, like, Encyclopedia starting to tell you random-ass fun facts about absolutely everything, you didn't really suffer from that. Like, nobody called you out for staring into space abundantly and, like, was mean to you because of it, or you didn't really damage your morale for wasting time or something. So it didn't have any actual implications. It was just like, it was an overload a little bit for the player, and you're like, yeah, come on, stop telling me this shit, maybe. But yeah, still a fine system though. Like, there weren't any actual consequences from what I could tell anyway. But I didn't fuck around too much with it. I never went overboard with any of the stats. This looks weird. Is that just to get up there? Weird, because I can get up there myself. Yeah. Or like I said, just like, hey, a monster exists somewhere, you better be careful. Because, you know it's on the island, so you're already paranoid, and then just too perceptive means every little sound you hear is like, oh my god, it might be somewhere right here. Kind of binning the point. Alright. Hey, there's some stuff here. I think we had some of you earlier. I'll grab something. Ooh. Interesting music. Oh, one's from one side and the other's from the other side. God damn it, I could have just gone on with my life. And it's accessible from both sides either way, fuck. Ugh. I've never seen it happen anyway, like, it sounded like it would, but I've not seen it happen. But yeah, it's... Look at your hands, did I kill them? I don't think so. I don't kill anything. But yeah, like, possibly if you went overboard with it more, and like I said, I never really did that. I always wanted to... always wanted, for all these years since the game has been out, but like, I was very tempted to just play again and just fuck around with some of those skills, see if I can force reactions from people or from the game, but I never really went anywhere with that, kind of just stopped immediately. Okay, that's the one I want to check. This is the one we definitely keep. What was that again? We had that already. Let's see, research. Was it the grey shelf fungus? I don't think so. Oops. Where is it? It was blue something, wasn't it? Blue scale... Oh no, that's the one we just picked up, fuck. There, pearl blue shelf fungus. This is the one, I think. Mental stimulant, right. We should immediately just make one of those. Because we just used one up, and it's nice to have. I think that's the thing that shows us where we are on the map. If I'm correct. I am not correct. Cool. There it is. Mental stimulant. Exactly what we didn't want. Anyway, let's inspect the new blue stuff. Maybe this is useful. I hope so. Sneaky stretch. Not so sneaky since I call it out. Anyway. Alright, let's see. Blue scaly tree fungus. I extracted the fungal spores from the underside of the fruiting body. I tested these spores and discovered their utility as an antibiotic for the plague bacteria. However, deadly molds from during the incubation process, rendering the resultant unusable. I need to find a compound to mitigate the unwanted molds. My conclusion: combined with a mold growth inhibitor during synthesis, I will be able to create the necessary antibiotic. X. I don't think we have any of those yet. Let's see, we have the algae and this stuff. I don't think any of those was for Agent X. Where is it? We have bioluminescent algae, that's for Agent Y. How do I get back there? Probably just click this again. And then we have the carnivorous pitcher plant, which is for Agent Z. So we have two... now we have one part for each of the three compounds that we need. Interesting. Cool. Alright, well... anything else we need to do right here? Could just refill water, just to be super pedantic about it. Fucking water beads. Can we save here without having to wobble? There isn't actually a wobble spot here. Must be in the other hut. Well, let's check out the other hut then. Fucking plot shroom. It just sounds funny. Kinda like a plot pustule, except it's a mushroom. Parasite growing on the plot bits. Hey, what do we have here? Adrenaline stimulants. Fleshy root and carnivorous trap. Red-green tree fungus. We have discovered several plants on this island that can be individually synthesized into energy stimulants. Energy stimulants are waves from longer distance before reaching exhaustion. The special list of such plants, Isabel. Thank you, Isabel. Sadly not. Although I'm not sure if we Would we really want it to run into Jabba the Hutt here? Wouldn't that be a bad thing? I don't fucking know. Anyway, I think those... Let's see, carnivorous traps, fleshy root, red-green tree fungus. We've checked out the red-green tree fungus before, I think, but we also got a thing here. We had a map for something. Purple fruit and jungle flower. So neither of those are the ones depicted in those in the new node we just found. Interesting. Are we still visible on the map? We are not. Shit. We should be around here somewhere. Let's just head west until we reach the coast, and we should eventually get to where we need to be. Because that suggests to me that both of these plants that are listed there are new for us, and we don't know any of them yet. And there's a good chance that at least one of them is plot relevant. What time is it? Almost 6. Hey, is that a new plant? These red bits there look new. Yoink. Yellow mushrooms. Did it actually say I discovered a yellow mushrooms? I want to see that. Oh shit, I'd hoped there was an A in there. Sadly there was not. Alright. Yeah, totally not. I mean, also we're fucking with ingredients before ingesting them, so it's not like we wouldn't mind if it's poisonous. We probably science the poisonous bits out of them. You know what? Let's just jump down here again. I ran into the wrong hut. I need to go to the research hut. Let's not accidentally fall down here and die. That'd be a very awkward first death. Alright, let's see. What are these good for? I'm guessing nothing. Possibly. We'll see. Yeah, science is the shit. Yeah, exactly. We revel in them. Alright, let's see. Express the active compounds of this fungus and ran several tests against my physiological response. In the test I discovered that these compounds can generate advantageous effects, particularly in the areas of brain and musculoskeletal function. This fungus can be synthesized into Herculean tonic, a substance that improves strength, speed, and swimming ability. Neat. Alright, let's make one of those immediately then. Yeah, fucking steroids, let's go. I should probably pick this up first, even though it's a waste. Yeah, speed shrooms. You'd expect those to be blue though if you want to go fast. But yeah. Can probably take Wobble afterwards. Wobble the night away and then look for the place to be. Yep, we read that. We're fine. Okay, so we don't have the blue stuff, but everything else we have. That's a good place to be, I think. Did I pick that up? I didn't pick this up. What the fuck is wrong with me? Interesting glitch there. A document of the synthesis of anti-plague agent, maybe? This procedure will yield Agent X, a biochemical compound that completely inhibits the replication of plague bacteria. When combined with Agents Y and Z, the plague cure can be synthesized. 1 Innotus cerebrus, blue fungi, we got that, and 1 Plant X, bulbous fruit-bearing plant. Alright, cool. That's one of the ones we are looking for from the note that we got. So now we know for certain that this combines with the new stuff. Sadly not. What I want to do? I wanted to wobble the day or the night away. Yeah, it's 7 already. Let's just do that to make sure we don't have another nighttime encounter. Then again, green is one of the more winny colors anyway, so can't really go wrong with that. Is blue any of the relevant colors? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think orcs like blue very much. But green is good. Yeah, that as well. That is true. And well. Oh, blue is lucky. Yeah, that might be true. Yeah. Yeah, might be. Alright. Okay, let's just save 15,000 times just to be certain, and then we move on. Right, so there's two things I want to check out. One is I might want to check out up there, just because there's an actual path to get up there, and the other is to just head west, generally speaking. Which would be that away. Um, let's head up the stairs. Someone bothered to build stairs there, they're gonna lead to something useful, right? So... Oh, fuck me. I am so fucked. Nay. Nay, beast, please. Okay, it seems like the buildings are actually safe spots. Although those might be famous last words. And it might be just about to bin me. Maybe? Maybe we good? Possibly, but I want the daytime. I want to be able to explore. I mean, could just sleep an entire day, couldn't we? Wait, it's... No, it's 7. I misread that for a second. Yeah, let's just have one wobble. Hope it pisses off in that time. Now I'm very worried. I wonder why. So, Rufrit said that once the thing actually has found you and is trying to hunt you down, the heartbeat also disappears. Like, once it tries to just go for you, the heartbeat stops, so... That's why I was a little bit worried still, when you're sitting outside the hut there, that we might still be on our way into the bin. And we didn't actually successfully get away. What time is it? That's gotta be enough time for a little bit of exploration today. Where do we go? We go here. Now we know the things in the area, though. I guess it's better to know that than not know that. At least from one perspective. There's another hut up there. Need to go check that out. Huts have been quite useful. Oh, those are just squirrels, I thought those were useful. Wait, these plants we can't pick, can we? Oh, we can. I think we got those before though. Yeah, they're not new apparently. I think it actually immediately despawned when we went into the house. Like the moment the heartbeat stopped and it stopped chasing me, I think it might have despawned. Given how that situation played out. It was a little bit weird overall. But yeah, wobbling probably has a good chance of making it go away as well. I am so paranoid now. You're damn. Yeah, there's tons of labs over here. Ooh, proper beds. Interesting. What's this, then? Synthesis of muscle emphasis drug. That's the big man drug. We need large jungle flower and fleshy purple fruit. Both of these we're looking for. I think one of those was, however, also the... one of those was also the one for the plot thing, though. Anyway, this procedure will yield a single dose of muscle emphasis drug. When injected into the bloodstream, the drug will permanently improve the patient's strength. Sprinting and swimming ability are improved. The combination of the following plants is the basis of this drug. Cool. Yeah, I think the map that we have is exactly for these two plants, which makes sense because we found an analog one for the, it's just a knife. I mean, knife is better than a rock, isn't it? So, let's have a knife. Anyway, there was an analogous map that we found for the brain enhancement drug that we used. I should crouch while I'm just having a look around, shouldn't I? So it would make sense that we find a map like that for... Fucking shut the fuck up, birds. I'm trying to have a fucking ramble here. Anyway, so it would make sense that we find a map for the other buff thingies as well. I think that's just the flower we already hold right now, so I'm not too worried about those. More save opportunities. Innocent Corellius fungus. That's the blue stuff that we found, I think. Discovered new species of fungal in a jungle clearing to the northeast of Outpost Tau. Innonochus Corellius will be its classification. It is a tree fungus and it looks like it thrives in a half-shade environment. The fungus tends to reside on the east-facing side of trees, has a faceted texture with blue coloration and is striking in every detail. My early experiments indicate some possible medicinal value. Finnegan and I will be collecting additional samples in the morning and begin more thorough testing. Oswald. Cool. Alright. That's the one we already have, definitely. The, blue and weird, like, coloring stuff sounded exactly like the type we have. Alright, compass. We're heading... We want to go to the west, I said. But since we're already going so far north, might as well go to the edge of the island. Come on, it's just stairs. We're going downstairs. You don't need to be so panicky about going downstairs, right? I wonder if there's a punishment for just going to sleep 5 times in a row to pass an entire day or something. Like, man doesn't need to eat, he only drinks for some reason, so... could imagine it just being fine. A little crouch. Nope. Cool. It's a little crouch. Nope. Cool. Just kidding, I'm not gonna do that every step. Every few steps, though. Because I am slightly alarmed. Is that a vine I can pick up, or is that just Ostless? Well, it seems to be decorative. That's just the white stuff down here, isn't it? Yeah. Shame. I mean... it would be a nice place. Locals notwithstanding. Fucking locals always getting in the way of tourism, how dare they? That's very red up there. Isn't that the one of those yeah, these are the pretty flowers we found earlier in a flower pot. Those are healing, so let's just grab one of those. Just in case. There's a lot of them growing up here. Interesting. Very worried there for a second. Thought I heard something I did not want to hear. I don't think we had any of those yet. We did not. Orange prairie flower. Species in the Astrogenus. I reckon this plant has a long stem that branches near its top, revealing buds that bloom to brilliant flowers. Cool. Cool, cool. Very pretty mountain. Ooh, this looks important. Discovered a large jungle flower. Hey, this is a flowering tropical plant. Its blooms are large, featuring broad, kinda fucking, I don't know. What the fuck is that? Come on, game, function. Rowelled pink petals. The stamens are substantial in length. The fucking Herculean tonic is just pushing its way into, or pushing itself into the center of attention the entire time. Is there a second one of these around? Ooh. Because if there are two, and we may need two, I don't remember, I could look that up, but I kind of want to go home first. Then we may make both of the things already. Like, there were... I keep repeating this because I have nothing major important to say. I think there were two flans, yes brain, good job, plans to be found here, thanks to the map that we found. And I think we needed both of them together to make the buff thing, and we needed one of those individually, or well, combined with something else, to make the plot medicine thing. At least that's what I think, that's what I remember, so... If there's two of these plants here, we might need two of them, but I'll check the journal that we have once we're back at a science station. I'm also a little bit worried about making a lot of noise. These twigs and stuff on the ground are very noisy when you run over them, or even just walk over them, so I'm kind of always hesitant with those. Same with the sliding on the slopes, it's also comparatively loud, and I wonder if the thing can hear it. Alright, I don't think these huts had medical equipment, did they? So we might need to go back to the earlier huts. Or just move on. We could just check the journal for now. Let's see. So... we need that one. Oh, what? Are these not connected? Damn, that sucks. Let's go back to status. So, we have... this. We need plant X, bulbous fruit-bearing plant. That's not the jungle plant, is it? Come on. Probably not. Let's have a look at the map again. Purple fruit. Oh, it's purple fleshy fruit, so we don't need two of each, but rather just one of each to make the permanent buff thingy. Alright, cool. Let's quickly check the time, see if we want to have a double nap while we're in a room with beds. A bedroom, one might say. We have like 4 more hours, let's just move on then. So north we went to the coast, so we should just head west for now, in my opinion. A little bit of a pond. Can I pick up these flowers? They don't look the type. I'm a little bit worried about going into a swamp-looking thing like that. Like maybe I'm misjudging the depth and the man just drowns or something. Not sure it's a good room. I mean, it's functional, but... not sure if that automatically makes it good. Although good enough. Oh, I see. In that you are completely correct. There's actual steps there. Let's not use those, that's for silly people. We use trees to slow our mad descent. That sounded like heartbeat again. God damn it, game. This game makes me so paranoid. I'm not used to playing spooky games. This is, for me this is comparatively much. I don't play many horror games. Well, I didn't expect this to be a horror game when I first started playing it. It definitely turned out to be a lot more spooky than what I am used to. And it probably shows in my massive cowardice. Right, this is west. This is definitely the edge of the island though. Oh, there's a temple there. Oh, that looks like something we want to inspect, doesn't it? We don't have that much time today. Decisions. Oh boy. No, I really regret not having wobbled. Let's just move on. Forget about the pyramid thingy. It's probably not important. I've come to rely almost entirely on the little squats we can do every now and then to make sure we don't get binned eventually. It seems so inefficient though. Not sure my heart can take such inefficiency. Hey, there's more of these. Oh man, 2 of them even. Well, shit. Okay, let's go back. Fuck it. You're right. Yeah, it really doesn't. The only kind of time thing you have is having to drink water every now and then, but water is fairly abundant. There's even more of these plants. God damn, dude. So many. Okay, sun is setting. I should hurry a little bit. We should make it back to the beds in time. It wasn't that far, was it? Come on, climb, man. I know you don't like it. Oh. That is not the direction that I want the monster to be in right now. Oh. Fucking Hello Kitty. More like please no kitty. It's right up that hole there, I think. Let's have a quick drink so we don't get dehydrated while we're being stalked. That was very scary. I started crouching during the animation, and the way that popped up was massively spooky. Wait, you can see me through the tree? Uh-oh. I think we might be fucked now. Please don't bin me, you fuck. I'm a very scared man. No, I think it chased after us very, very rapidly. Is it still moving, or is that the trees? Or is it the foliage? Don't be so loud, you stupid fuck. Okay, we might have gotten away with it once again. Oh my fucking god. Please be still, my beating heart. Okay, cool. We're fine, everything is still fine. Goodness gracious. We even found the bed in time. Before getting completely lost in the dark. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier during the first stream, or after the first stream, that the thing might bin me in real life before it bins my character. Let's just do a double, or if need be, triple wobble, I guess. I really thought we were fucked there. God damn. What time? Hey, that's fairly late. We actually slept for a while this time. Interesting. Or it's probably just nighttime, isn't it? I mean, it looks brightish. I don't know. Let's sleep again. I was expecting it to be pitch black when I woke up the first time. We'll see how it is now. Man, it's really hard to judge daytime in this, I guess. It says AM on the clock though, right? So we should be fine to explore now. Yeah, I agree. Just have careful, very, very worried nap. I'm surprised man can't even sleep after this kind of encounter. I'd be very worried. Alright, so... we attempt again to function. Let's just duck a few hundred times while we're on the way, because, holy fucking shit. Alright, if we head to the right here somewhere and find a path downstairs, we should be able to get to that little pyramid we saw earlier. Yeah, a little bit. I think man might be a plant. The way he only needs water to survive, and how he can be completely unnoticed as soon as he blends in with a bush. Probably survives by photosynthesis and water, so maybe we're some kind of weird plant monstrosity that we can't really tell given its first person. Stop running, thank you. Alright, I have to explore this. This looks too interesting not to explore. This looks like a horrible place to be though. If the kitty tries to find me here, then I have absolutely zero cover. So let's just hope it works out. Let's also hope it's actually 7:15 AM rather than PM. No, the watch says AM, but I don't trust this game. Okay, so it turns out there's absolutely fucking nothing here, but we see another fucking building over there, so we've got that going for us. Yeah, probably. Those things are creepy though, like those weird Venus flytrap thingy monsters from Resi 2. God damn. If we're one of those, then the monster should be fearing us, not the other way around. Yeah, fucking ruins. Who knew ruins were so useless? Video games teach me that ruins are places of power. I should go there, receive magic powers, become god, stuff like that. Expectations were completely shattered. Alright, we got another lab, a proper lab this time. Nice. Okay, so we can now function a little bit. I want to... This one I need to analyze, this one I want to store... I mean, we can also analyze that actually. Okay, let's stash you and then analyze the other two. Analyze. Wait, we did this one earlier, didn't we? That's the Healy plant. I think we know this one. Yeah, and loot. Don't forget the loot. Oh, you said artifacts. I guess that counts. Sorry. We did get an achievement, by the way, just now when I managed to weirdly hide behind a corner when there was no real corner to hide behind when the thing was closed. Could check that out in a second. Sorry about that, that was my Steam. I'm not sure if it actually transmits the Steam noise, but just in case it is, that was me. No need to check, that's me again. Orange prairie flower, completely useless. I isolated the active components from the bloom of this prairie flower and through a chemical separation process. Upon testing, I discovered that these active components have no positive biochemical effects. Complete shit. Lovely. Let's put you down then. I want this for the Healy effect. We're full on heals, aren't we? Yeah, we're full. Cool. Very fine. And then let's explore the jungle plant. Yeah, better safe than sorry. Turns out that was the missing ingredient to, like that's the chemical X that we need to make the Powerpuff Girls or something. And they can then bend the monster for us. Let me quickly tab out and make sure we don't get messaged again. Let's see. I tested a solution derived from active extracts in the stamens of this flower. In my test I discovered this to have no intrinsic curative value, however it does function well at providing bloodstream absorption of other substances. My conclusion, combined with the correct plant during synthesis, this flower will act as an absorption agent. This will be helpful in the creation of muscle emphasis drug. Just as we knew already from the book we read, but hey, better safe than sorry. 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 Right, so we have plot, and buff. Right, these are all plot related, aren't they? No, this was also buff. These four are plot, this is buff, but they're for different buffs. Yeah, I think so anyway. Right, so we quickly have one of these. Wait, I have a flower in my hand, don't I? Like a second one, not just the Healy one. Yeah, we have two flowers. This was just a potency, oops, a potency increase. Let's just grab those. You were useless, you're a potency increase, I don't need that one. The one we're currently holding is a Healy one, so it's better to have than not have, and now we have a note. Mental Clarity Tonic. Yeah, we know about these guys. That's the blue tonic, we've used that before. I've discovered 2 specimens on this island that have medicinal value when individually synthesized into metal clarity tonics. This tonic temporarily boosts the patient's self-awareness. The patient's exact location on the map will be revealed to him during the tonic's duration. You're so self-aware that you can know exactly where you are on a random-ass island in the middle of fucking nowhere. That's some next level self-awareness. Holy shit. Right. Boop, boop, boom. So, map. We should be here. I think this is where we found all the plants earlier, where we had all the jungle plants that we couldn't use. So I think we should be here. We should be here-ish somewhere. Which means that if we just follow the path, we'll eventually come across. How should that look? Hard to judge. Let's just follow the path for now and just hope we don't get burned. Saved, everything is fine. Was it a plant up there? Fuck, I need to Google again. That do look like a plant, don't it? I think it's just the yellow mushrooms again though. Hey Fuken, yeah I read that, thank you. So you asked Rolf and he also said that? He's same time, same everything. I'm surprised he didn't message me himself. He usually asks before over the course of the week. Yeah, maybe that's how it works. I don't know. I haven't actually though myself. I do not drink and I have never drunk, so can't speak from experience when it comes to that. Do we? No, we do not get bent. Lovely. Alright, let's climb up here. No need to stay exclusively on the path, right? Clearly just fucking around a bit yourself is a good thing. Shut up, bird. Nobody likes you. Man, the birds in this game are obnoxious, aren't they? Sneaking around, trying not to die, and then suddenly some bird goes full apeshit. Please don't fall, please don't fall, please don't fall, please don't fall. Thank you. I believe in you, Cripple Man. We can make it. Yes. That is true. I mean, this man coils into a small-ass ball when he starts sliding down objects like hills or when he falls into water, so he might be flexible enough to pull that off. You never know. Nope, not getting bent soon. Hopefully, maybe. I'm still in disbelief that we actually got away from the thing again earlier. That was complete nonsense. If I was the monster, I'd be upset. I'd call bullshit on that. Right, anything interesting here? Notes, anything? Literally nothing. Cool. I guess we can refill water here. I mean, we are full, but it's free, so might as well. Alright, so we are not able to... We are able to locate ourselves. Hey, we're back on the map! Yaw damn, look at this! No longer uncharted territory. This looks like a ruin over here, even though the compass is blocking it a little bit. Yeah. So I'm in this game and I don't like it. I was after this guy and then he just magically disappeared. I call bullshit on that. That looks weird to me. Is that just a tree or something? Yeah, it's the tree hidden by leaves. Okay. That looked like some sort of construct. Fucking bugs everywhere. I actually got pretty good at ignoring all the animals in this game. Outside of the important one, of course. Which I'm not even sure is considered an animal. But yeah, the whole array of squirrels and birds and all that shit. Like, seeing them no longer distracts me that much. Whereas in the beginning I was always thinking there was something important there. Look at that island there in the distance, it looks lovely. What a nice vacation spot this would be without falling to your death and the like. Are these stairs? They are. So this is what we saw on the map earlier. So we're up here. Right here, yeah, this is what I'm thinking. Do we go down all the way to the beach? Yeah, let's do that, why not? I don't think I'll ever learn that. I mean, I'm not always startled by it, it's just also annoying. Like, it's a little bit too loud for my liking. Not because it's like unrealistic, it's just... I don't need these birds in my life at all times. They may as well just piss off. Alright, so we should be on this little bit right here. Seems awkward because I don't see how we get back up here now. Maybe I should head back up the stairs. Doesn't seem like there's anything back here on this little bit of land. Yeah, let's just go back upstairs. Wasn't that great of an idea, since we didn't see anything. Ruins have been so disappointing for the most part. We found those one ruins with a camp inside them, but those were only interesting because of the camp, so the ruins themselves were also useless. I don't know. It's weird. I know, man, it's hard. Climbing stairs, it sucks, especially when you're sick, but you can do it, man. It's not impossible. Still safe-ish. Alright, so we should be able to follow a path to the right here eventually, maybe, hopefully. Just don't want to accidentally stumble down a slope and bin myself. I mean, maybe it was a harbor or something, and then it just got binned over time. Who knows? I mean, these people also build weird statues and shit, so... And tons of heads. Like, have you ever heard of a reasonable civilization that just randomly built tons of heads? That's not... I don't think you can logic that one. These guys are just crazy. Okay, come on. Don't want to be on the path if I can avoid it. Don't want to fall down either though, so no avoiding for now. I am the most paranoid crouchy shit at this point. Jesus. Hey, that looks important. That might be the camp we saw on the map. Deep breath, deep breath. Almost encountered a new safe spot. I'm not sure if it comes across well on the stream and if I'm the only one. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh no. Surely you're not going to be able to jump down those cliffs, right? Oh boy. I think it may well be able to just scale those cliffs. Attempt fucking off. I think I got away again for now. Help me, please, someone. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I grow the crab eye stalks of oogling. I become a Stilgar related crab. Stilgar related crab. I should learn to speak again. Slightly busy trying not to completely shit myself. Alright, how's your my friend? Thank you, lag. I really wanted to fall down here. That was great. Love you. Well, I fuck off into the house. How is health? Everything is fine, cool. Oh no! Another dead man, another knifed person. Interesting. Looks like time for more reading. Stack of photos and newspaper clippings. Colors, lambastos, germ theory, there's science hoax. As the rate of the plague death continues to grow at an exponential rate, Chancellor Callas has begun to express doubt in the long-believed germ theory of disease. Callas charged, blah blah blah. Callas demands abatement, Royal Science Society, with a speech on Tuesday, 26th of November. Chancellor Richter gained feverish public support through his admonishment of the King's Society of Sciences. The Chancellor renewed his stance against the Society, accusing them again of bringing forth the deadly... Did I just hear a heartbeat? Yeah, damn. I mean, I knew the success was there, right? So it wasn't just stumbling blindly, but it was stumbling nonetheless. Then again, Stumbly McCat was a very fine man, so... Caption on the back of the photo reads, Bonfire of the Vanities for this modern age. Nationalist zealots burn our beloved academy to ash. Years of our research is destroyed in a mindless ritual. As I say. A new map. What's this? A regional map of Outpost Tau. I think that's where we are. No, that's not where we are. This is where we are, aren't we? I think this is where we are. Maybe that's the, that might well be the big outpost, you know? The one where we were in the ruins with the buildings and stuff. Like, this looks big and important, so maybe. And that's what's this? Study of Plant X. Yeah, at the apex of this jungle cliff, I came across a ruins. A staircase led up to large stone structures with platforms and freestanding pillars. The ruins connected with a river, which flowed east into the heart of the jungle. I followed the river and came upon another, totally unique species of plant. I think the ancient people must have recovered and cultivated this plant. I'm calling this Plant X, as it seems to defy classification. I've yet encountered its equal. Its tubered stalk emerges both... Its tubered stalk emerges from foot-deep water, adorned by tough, waxy leaves. At the top grows a bulbous husk, deep purple in color and fibrous like corn. Upon maturity, the husk flowers open to reveal an aromatic fruit. It is dense like a banana, but has the tart sweetness of strawberry. Okay, so we may not have been exactly there. Because we did not receive Plant X, so we must have been in a different spot. Well, let's refill the water. Yeah, it might actually not be, is what I'm currently thinking. Like, where's the map? Let's see. So I think we were here-ish somewhere for the statue thing, weren't we? Or maybe we were here, actually. Oh, right. Yeah, but we also need Plant X itself, but I think the issue is that we, oh, not issue. I think what happens is these two dots here and these two dots, those were the huts on stilts that we encountered. And if we look at the map there... Oh, wait, I probably have a map of that, don't I? Which is why it's now locatable thingy. Like, those dots were probably exactly... Okay, I think those dots here are the stilted huts that we were in. And that was back up here. And then we went this away to the coast. We headed mostly north, saw a bunch of the coast, and went south. Or west, and then started going south. This is where we hid from the monster while in the place with all the jungle flowers, because this is where the jungle flowers are circled to be. And then we fucked around here. This was the stairs to the coast thingy, and then we fucked around here. So this is Outpost Tau, and we have been there. So we did actually explore that part somewhat well-ish, I think. Yeah, it's what I'm thinking for now anyway. Might be completely ass, but we'll see. But that means that there's another bit of ruins where they cultivated the Plant X, and we need Plant X ultimately to make the thing, so that's gonna be a bit ass. So it's 2 PM. I do want to save though, so I might still wobble. We might just spend an entire day wobbling just so we can save, because I think it saves after wobbling, at least that's what I was told. That's probably the safe sound. Yeah, no, we definitely don't want to go. Yeah, the map doesn't care where you are, the map cares where you identify yourself to be. So what I mean is, oops. What I mean is, if we are in a spot that we don't quite know, we need to look at landmarks that are known to us to identify our location, and then the map fills in. But we were so far away from anything we knew that we didn't have anything to identify our location with, and thus we didn't explore the ruins according to the map. Like, all these places individually here are either places where we have found a map, or that we have been able to scout by tagging landmarks that we know, like these heads or these little huts and so on and so forth. So if we're here and we have, for some reason, vision on 3 different landmarks that we already know, or 2 would be sufficient actually, then we would suddenly reveal an area of the map there. But it's very unlikely, given that you need clear line of sight to a landmark that you know, and they're not visible from everywhere. This might be the place that we need to go, though. I mean, this looks very much like a big-ass mountain with multiple important spots. If the little dotted stuff here is ruins, then this might be the big place to be. Yeah, possibly. A lot of the outposts and stuff are on the coast, like a lot of the huts and tents are on the coast, so you can find them more easily. And we didn't really explore the coast in that area, so there's a very high chance that we just didn't explore the right spot to find out what the outpost is called and find a map of it and stuff like that. Might very well exist though. Alright. Well, moving on then. I knife the air. I'll probably go until like one more save point, and then I'll probably call it a day. So if we head straight east following the path, we should be fine for a while, and then eventually run into the plants. These plants are useless, we don't need those. The little safe houses actually feel like so... They actually feel like proper safe houses. That's probably the easiest way to phrase it. Like, I actually am very happy whenever I get to go to one of these huts, save the game, relax for a second, because it is actually quite stressful and very spooky. Okay, so let's try something. We could identify our location using these 2 objects. So that's exactly where we are right now, which fills in a bit of the map. Ooh, that looks like a big-ass plateau up there. I want to be up there then. Oh, it's now also part of the map. Interesting. They do indeed, yeah. Unironically so. I mean, we had a creature hunting us and then just immediately disappear upon entering the room, so, or one of those houses, so I think they definitely are safe. At least that's my working theory for now. Maybe not all of them, but at least the ones with like beds and stuff. It would also be a bit unfair if you're doing science and then suddenly the creature appears and you can't really do anything about it. I think time passes while you're researching stuff, so that would be pretty mean if you are unable to react or do anything about it and then suddenly it's behind you and kills you. So it would make sense to have these as safe spots. Okay, we need to find a way to climb up this big-ass mountain. Might be time for one of those drugs that make us the burlier man that we otherwise are not. That's an interesting statue. Not a landmark, apparently. Guess it's too small to be considered a landmark. Very nice monster then, it just respects our privacy in that case. Fucking birds. Alright, this looks like a place where you can actually climb up a little bit. I'll consider that good for now. I'm actually really interested to watch Rupert's playthrough of this when I'm done with it. Like, properly watch it, now that I actually know what it's like. Hello there, thingy-majig. Man rams his head into a tree to come to a full stop. I kinda wanna run up that hill, or at least try to if I can. I don't know. I don't remember how many parts it took him. Like I was talking about earlier when we were discussing it, I don't remember basically anything about his Let's Play, so might be it took him only 5 hours. I mean, this very much is the kind of game where if you happen to stumble into the right place first, you might just, or like into have a series of stumbling into the right areas first, then you might just finish it very quickly. Yeah, we still have the Herculean tonic. Haven't needed it so far. Like, we've been able to climb stuff like this fairly easily. So I'm hoping that this is the big-ass ruins that the man was talking about. Man also was talking about following a river, and this has a lot of water to it, so this might be one of the places to be. Yeah, we haven't really used any of the temporary buffs outside of the "hey, where are you on the map" one. This doesn't look very deep. I wonder if we can just like walk through this. Fuck, that's how they get you, fucking swarms. Okay, let's just tank it and go to the other side. Come on. Come on, man. Yes. That is true. We've seen multiple pillars though in a lot of the ruins, so... Uh-oh. Wherefore art thou? There. Okay, let's just try hiding in this plant and hope it works. Not sure what else I could be doing. Could try circle strafing around one of the pillars and hope it works, but there's no vegetation or anything, so that seems like a fairly risky move, and plants haven't let us down yet, so... let's go for the strat. Please don't bend me. Please be nice. Uh-oh. Oh man. Yeah, I think so as well. I think it was just trying to scare us into, like, trying to run away or stepping out when it started making noise. I've so far just been 100% relying on the Nigel vision to tell us if we're safe or not, and it's been working out completely fine. So there's one of these statues. That's probably a good sign. I'm kind of... For a game, I'm thinking it might be a little bit too simple in the way it's designed or programmed or whatever. Like, maybe it's too easy to avoid by just being in a bush and hoping it's fine. I mean, you don't always have that kind of stuff available to you, but it seems to be very efficient to just like hide out and not move. It seems to be more on the instill terror in you to force you to make a mistake kind of side than the actually dangerous stalker kind of side. Then again, we did have to run away at one point, so I think if you're just caught in a spot where you don't have proper cover to hide in, or it saw you first or something, then you might just be fucked. Man, I would have really assumed this was the place. But I don't see any new flowers or anything. I don't... I think you're having the wrong expectation there. I think the game doesn't really have any plot to progress. I think the idea is you fuck around with this until you cure yourself and then you're done. Maybe you need to also escape. That's another thing I could imagine, but outside of that I don't think there's any like sort of progression happening in terms of difficulty or plot. That's my expectation anyway. I might be off on that. Like I said, I don't remember man's let's play of this. Oh shit. These are just useless, aren't they? Yeah, they are. Oh, I'm dehydrated. I mean, if Rufus expected this game to take between 3 and 5 hours, I mean, first of all, that's kind of optimistic, but second, if that's the kind of length he expected, I doubt there's going to be like multiple plot changes and stuff. Yeah, possibly. They might not want to go for that though. I think the game is pretty well functioning as it is right now, without having the game react to different progression bits or whatever. Just having it as it is, just one, like this is the experience and this is how it's supposed to function, just would be fine with me anyway. Not saying it can't do that or it shouldn't do that, just I wouldn't be surprised if they just went with you doing this until you're done and then you're done kind of a thing. Yeah, that's what I'm expecting as well, which is why I'm kind of surprised I haven't seen any of them yet. It's very watery, it's on top of the mountain. There's pillars and everything. I mean, he did write the plant stuck out of the water, so maybe I should be paying more attention to the water. But it's definitely in the heart of the jungle as you described, it's definitely following a river as you described. It's got all the elements minus the plant that we're looking for. Which is kind of the important bit, sadly. He also said that the plants seem to be cultivated here by the former inhabitants, so that it shouldn't just be in the wilderness, but rather very close to the ruins, maybe in a spot that looks maybe not like a greenhouse, but like a little garden or something. I hope not. This felt like the place to be for a plant, so I hope it didn't fuck off. I might have to swim through that. I don't wanna... Let's try if we can climb this. Very close. Yes, we did it. Cool. Oh, that looks like a plant over there. he says, in the middle of the forest with all sorts of plants around him. That right there, if y'all catch my drift. Bulbous fruit plant. Yes, this must be plant X then. Okay, let's quickly check. We are feverish, so we should use medicine. And we should probably pop one of those pills to energy. Energy, right? I think it's energy. That gave us endurance. That's probably good enough. What say you, men? Where do we get out? This way? That way? This way seems proper. Nope, never mind. Come on, get up there again. Oh, we lost our other plants. Give me a second. Yoink, need that back. Well, not need that, but want that back. Fuck. Let's just YOLO it this way. This should be the shortest distance. Alright, cool. So that is number 5 out of 6 plants that we need. Assuming we don't lose it on our way back. Not even sure where back exactly is. I'm just gonna try to mosey down this hill. Hopefully not dying. Tree, save me please, thank you. There's a hut. Hey, is this the location we were at before? Interesting, we were so close. Shame we didn't naturally find that. Or, well, we did naturally find it. I mean, if I've learned anything, then it is clearly that birds are the way to go. They're just hanging out here by the fucking dozens, and they don't have to deal with any sort of monstrosities from the way it seems. Whereas I'm just a scared little fuck hiding from monsters the entire time, or a monster, most likely, given how sporadically it appeared the most of the run. Did we ever try out these mushrooms? Not sure we did. Let's grab one. We did not. Brown shell fungus. We'll read that in a sec. I want to be in the hut and saving as soon as possible, game. Yeah, birds have it easy. Alright, cool. Let's examine both of these plants just for safety's sake. Yeah, they probably upset the kitty so that it's now on the hunt for anything that moves. Haven't slept in 3 days, fucking birds, keeping me awake, shitting on me, fuck them. Hate all those cunts. Let's see, bulbous fruit plant. This plant can be combined... Oh, let's read that properly. A derivative solution from the extract of the plant's fruity lobe. The solution has the interesting property of selectively inhibiting mold growth. By adjusting the solution's acidity, I am able to control which molds propagate and which do not. This plant can be combined during synthesis of an antibiotic to manage the growth of mold. I can use this in the synthesis of Agent X. Great. Very fine, Agent X. You go there. Then I need my... this thing. And that goes on the other tablet. And this should, if I'm not mistaken, make another brain syringe, if I'm not completely off. Yeah. Mr. X has no time for moldering. Or molding, I guess. Yep, another brain emphasis drug. Yoink. Suddenly turns blue because they only made one animation, and in it goes. Now we should be very brain. It didn't do anything. Aw, that's a shame. I guess they don't stack. Which kind of makes sense, but it's also kind of a shame. Didn't need to gather more resources then. Right, this was for one of the buffs that we never got to, and the other 5 are all plot. Are they? Yeah, I think so. No, one of them is buff actually. Oh, we're only at 4 out of 6, not 5 yet. Shit, anyway, we wanted to examine this. Yeah, sadly, we can only go back to normal, we can't become superhuman. Makes sense though, I mean the detection radius for the thing was already fairly big. Like we already got a decent warning if we just crouched, so... Brown shell fungus. I use the solvent extraction method to chemically separate the active compounds from this fungus. My tests indicate these compounds have mild medicinal value. Basic medicine. That serves me well because we used the basic medicine earlier. Might as well make new medicine. That's all right. Yeah, okay. Right, so we're 1 ingredient short of the muscle thing and 1 ingredient short of the endurance thing. And the other 4 things on the storage bin are for the plot. We know where one of the buffs is. We just didn't get there yet. Well. So a drink. Refill the water, which you actually used a little bit of this time. Alright, yeah, this is Camp Tal, definitely. Okay, cool. So here is one of the buff ingredients. This is where we just got plant X, roughly. Don't think we have any clues about any of the other things, though. Let's quickly check the notes, then I'm gonna go safe and then I'm gonna call it a day. Such as about the antitoxin, map of a swamp trail. No, that was the thing at the start, that was irrelevant, mostly. Synthesized medicines, codex of island medicines. Oh, there, muscle emphasis drug. Blue-capped mushrooms, we haven't found any of those yet. Kind of a shame. I think though that in general we're in the north of the island right now, or of the little place where, like, basically in the north of the map. I think we probably experienced all there is to experience in the north, like we got all the flowers, I think. Given that we got, I think, 2 plot flowers and 3 buff flowers or something, so I think that should be it for this area. Right, so blue cap mushrooms is what we need, and then the other one we can... If we follow this map... Here's the fleshy purple fruit that combines to make the other buff thing, correct? I keep pressing the wrong button and just closing the notes accidentally because I'm a Hmong. Muscle emphasis... Potency enhancers... There it is, muscle emphasis. Yeah, that's the fleshy purple fruit, we can get that via map very easily. And then we need the blue mushroom for the other buff, then everything is back to normal for our poor man. And then we need to find 2 plot plants and then we're done. Plot fungi, plants, plants, whatever. Alright, let's go upstairs, have a save and then call it a day. Alright. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you had fun. A very tense game at times. Very, very spooky. Still scared. Still slightly unnerving. But hey, we got there. So, with that being said, let's go find the stream of the man. If he's still streaming, which I'm assuming he is. Let me quickly check. Alright, thank you very much for hanging out. I'm gonna pass you on to Rufert, and I'll see you all some other time. Bye bye!